safe. To build a positive live chat experience for you and your viewers, choose who can participate, set a delay between messages, hide or put people in timeout, manage messages held to review, add monitors to your channel. I'm live on here. What I need my stand. What I did with my stand? I don't got nobody right now, but what I did with my oh. Yeah, I wait. I'm just finna try this out. I ain't never went live on here. Can I make this my own? I don't wanna get out. I don't wanna. Can I? Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. This is my first time going live on YT. I ain't never been live on here, but we gonna do what we do on here for our first try. I am about to cut up my collard greens so that I can cook my dinner, put my chicken on. But the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut up my collard greens. I'm gonna wash my hands before I get started. Hello, hello. Do I farm? Hello. Do I farm? No. Hello. Yeah, this is my first time going live on YouTube. Hello, hello, hello. But I'm gonna try this out. I've never went live on YouTube, but I'm going live on YouTube today. I'm about to get ready to cut up my greens. Hey, from Indonesia. No, I don't farm, but I'm about to get ready to cut up some collard greens. How you doing? I'm about to get ready to cut up these collard greens. Now you can watch me do that. I don't farm. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome in, welcome in. I am about to cut up some collard greens and do a little talking because the title of my live is, are you getting what you need from your partner? A lot of people be in relationships and don't get what they need from their partner because they don't open their mouth. They don't open their mouth. I don't know what some of y'all talking about. This live ain't about that. My live is about, do you get what you need from your partner? But I'm finna cut my greens up and talk. A lot of people be in relationships and they don't get what they from their partner because they don't open their. They assume that their partners are Superman. This is for the women. Women be thinking that men can read minds. Some women be going without being neglected because they don't not open their mouth and ask their mate or tell their mate what they want. I want to know, are you getting what you need from your mate while I cut up these collard greens? I'm about to make some collard greens, baked chicken, rice, and cornbread. This is my first time going live on TikTok. It's some wild people on these things. Y'all asking like some weird questions. Welcome in. Hello. Hello. I am in here cutting up these collard greens for my Sunday dinner. I'm gonna see how this go. How y'all doing today? Hopefully some of my followers jump on. Hello. How y'all doing today? Y'all are asking and saying some weird stuff on here. This is my first time going live on these streets here. Yes, I'm cooking for my family. I'm about to make some collard greens, but I'm cutting the collard greens up. And then I'm gonna rinse them off. I got to rinse them off. I already got them cut up. Look, I got the collard greens cut up. So now I'm gonna rinse some of them off. I already got my meat cooking. I'm gonna rinse them off. Hold on. I need to go. Yeah. Yo, I'm about to cook collard greens, but I need. You got Auntie Moot number? Call Auntie Moot and tell her to get on YouTube and look at me. Why you hung up? It's ringing. I want Auntie to get up because I know she'll get up. I'm in this kitchen cooking. Hold on. Okay. Okay. See, I put some bottle. Hold it on. No. I got the meat boiling, but now I have to rinse out the collard greens. And once I rinse them off, Get some of this dirt off. Then I put them on now. I need some paper towels. A little music in the background. I need some of my other followers to come on here. Because I don't know some of these people. I don't think I don't get nobody. Put some music on. I'm live. Yep, I'm live. And I'm going to season my greens. Well, I'm gonna talk, y'all. I'm in the kitchen right now, finna season my collard greens. I'm finna make baked chicken with some rice and cornbread. I season my greens with all these different peppers. But my question is, are you getting what you need out your relationship? I'm gonna cut this and I'm gonna talk a little bit. You know, some people are in relationships and they don't get what they need from the relationship because they assume that their partner can read their mind. You got to know people don't read minds. You got to know that people don't read minds. And some people feel like men, especially, is supposed to be able to read your mind. Your man ain't gonna know what you need unless you tell him. And the only way he gonna give you what you need is you got to open your mouth. You got to stop assuming that every man can read your mind. Every man think that every woman wants the same thing. Because every man don't think that every woman wants the same thing. Because what fits in your life might not fit in my life. And some people think that. They think that a man's supposed to automatically come well put together, have everything, but then I understand men are human too. Men have feelings. They don't just walk around here and think they superhuman and like nothing bothers them. But if you got you a man, a grown man that understand the value of communication, your relationship shouldn't be going away. But some people do not think that men you need to sit down and communicate. And a lot of relationships don't last because communication is not there. Some people don't know how to communicate. Healthy communication is not you and your partner going back and forth with each other. For instance, your partner might not like collard greens. You need to sit down and ask him when you meet them. That should be the first conversation you have. Like, what is it that you like? How to make you happy? Don't assume that every man wants the same thing because every man don't want the same thing. Because every woman don't want the same thing. And it's a lot of relationships are based on what other people think and how other people feel. So some people walking around here thinking, you know what? When I get me a man, I'm gonna be cooking for him. Some men are on healthy street. Some men they want you to cook certain things, but they want you to cook it a certain type of way. And some people are raised on heavy salt, heavy this, heavy that. But communication is the key. I want to help somebody to understand that you can't assume that everybody knows what you want. Some people walk around here in relationships lacking intimacy, lacking somebody speaking over them, somebody praying over them, somebody talking life into them and uplifting them, all because of one little thing. They haven't communicated that. They didn't explain to their partner on what they want. You cannot walk around here and live in a world where you think that every man knows what you want. Because these men don't be knowing sometimes. These men are supposed to be providers and protectors. That's what they're supposed to be. Providers and protectors. They don't read minds. I don't care how a man portrayed himself to be this person, and you think that he had. Because some men, most men, all men, they Superman when they need to be, but they Clark Kent when they need to be too. You would be surprised how many relationships go left, all because a woman sat down and assumed that that man knew what she wanted. Some marriages end because nobody sat down and they talked to each other and said, this is what I want, this is what I lack. And people don't know how to have healthy conversations. Healthy conversations do not come when you talking loud, y'all saying verbally or being abusive towards each other, and nobody can't hear what the other person wants. But let's talk about that, y'all. Let's talk about how relationships go left real quick because of the lack thereof. People don't understand that you got to talk to your partner and tell them what you want. Don't make them guess what you want because you right here listening to social media and social media's making you feel like, oh, he supposed to come all together. Ain't nobody coming all together. We live in an imperfect world. We don't live in a world where everything is perfect. I'm about to season my greens with some onion powder. I'm loving you, babe. I'm loving you, on the side. I'm loving you, babe. I'm loving you, babe. I'm loving you, babe. Okay, that's fine. Hello, 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 hello. Let's have a background. I had to play with this. No. I dry my chicken before I put it on. Now I'm about to season my chicken. Now, hey sister. Now I'm in my kitchen. I'm finna pat dry my chicken. I got my chicken in my thing. But now I'm finna pat it dry. Because I'm making baked chicken, collard greens. I got my collard greens on already. I already cut up some of my peppers and stuff. But when I get ready to cook my chicken, always pat it dry because when you put your seasoning on there, it stay better. And while I'm on my live, like I said, my topic for the day is: are you getting what you need from your situation that you're in? People are in relationships and they're not getting what they need because they're not asking the right questions. They don't even talk to their mate and tell them what they need because they think that people are supposed to read minds. I'm using this. Sometimes you have to talk to your mate and explain to them what you want because a lot of these men don't be knowing what you want because a lot of women be thinking men are Superman. Like they got superpowers and they always know what you want. What you want, they probably ain't have to give in their last relationship. You got to open your mouth and have a healthy conversation with the person that you're with to make sure you get what you need. You're not gonna always get what you need if you just assume that they know what you want and what you need. These men ain't thinking about that. And that's what I want to know. Are you getting what you need from your relationship? And if you are single, you then when you get in a relationship, you need to know that it is okay to ask questions. It's okay to tell them what you need. You can't expect nobody to read your mind. You can't come from one situation just be assuming, oh, I want. And I hear a lot of women say, oh, I want a man that all put together. We live in an imperfect world. You ain't gonna never get no man that's all put together. Am I missing this? Cause I'm making baked chicken. So right now I'm finna massage the Oh, I know what I'm missing, y'all. I am missing one thing, y'all. I always add one of these, and I'm missing my parsley. I'm gonna add this after I massage the seasoning to my chicken. And I don't put my chicken that what I'm doing on here because some people don't like when you messing with raw meat. So, but just know, I feel like when you massage the seasonings inside the chicken or whatever meat you cooking, I feel like if you massage it in, that it seasons better. It tastes way better when you take your time. But like what I was saying, when it comes to relationships, you got to explain what you want. So many women are lacking certain things. They're lacking somebody to pray over them, cover them, intimacy, mentally. Sometimes you just need somebody to talk to and vent to. And a lot of women don't get that because they don't tell their men that. And men don't just come all together knowing that you want them to be concerned about you. When you in a relationship or if you in a relationship, talk to them, tell them what you want. Tell them, babe, you ain't touching me right. You ain't paying me no attention. Some women like affirmations. Not everybody like affirmations. But we want to know because if you mess around, your man ain't telling you beautiful, you pretty, you sexy, and mess around and go to work or go out to the store and somebody telling you that now this other man giving you attention and you ain't getting it at home. Yeah, that's where a lot of relationships go to the left. Okay, now I don't massage my seasonings in here. I add a little water and I add my cube. I add my cube and then I gotta add my other seasoning. I add one of these. I add one of these little cubes to this. That give it that kick, y'all. And I got some of my seasonings. And I'm gonna have to get another onion. I gotta cut my onion up. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get some more peppers. Y'all, I got this knife. When I tell you, this cuts. This cuts. Just by adding these seasonings on here, it got it smelling so good in here already. When you cooking and you go to add your seasonings, okay. Then I add some butter, y'all. Hold on. I like to cut my butter up into squares, y'all. I could use this butter because it gives a good seasoning. And y'all, I place it all over the chicken. I'm just making some regular baked chicken. I'm making legs. Okay. I added that because it has garlic in it, but then I also go back and just add the other. This is a good brand right here. This brand of butter, so good, make your food taste so like you a professional. Like it make your food taste good. It gives it that extra kick that you be needing. Have everybody coming back for seconds, y'all. And then to make it look pretty, y'all. To make it look pretty, I'm gonna show y'all the finished product in a few minutes. When I tell y'all, when you cooking, cook it with love, y'all. Cook it with love, y'all. Cook it with love. To me, this right here ain't really doing nothing, but it just make it look pretty. It make it look real, real pretty, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna let y'all see the finished product of me having it together. I got the greens boiling. Y'all. Look, that's that finished product. Now I'm gonna wrap this up and put this in the fridge, and I'm gonna get ready to make my cornbread, y'all. Get ready to make the cornbread. And you know when you cooking, the kitchen gets messy, but you always have your bleach water and your suds ready. Cause I like to cook and clean up as I go. Put this in. Hold on, y'all. I wrap that up. Get ready to put this in the oven, and I'm get ready to make my cornbread, so that could be cooking as well. Hold on, y'all. But I'm gonna straighten up the kitchen because I got that. I like to go back and clean up my kitchen so that it'll be not so much mess. Get ready to make some. I'm gonna make some rice. I got my rice in a whole container, y'all. And I don't need to measure it because when you be cooking, you already know. When you clean up your kitchen as you go, you have less dishes, less stuff, mess everywhere. Yep, I like to clean up the kitchen after. I don't got that, so I like to clean this kitchen back up because if not, I don't know if some of y'all do this. Take your onion, wrap it in this, in a bag from Walmart. Wrap it back up, put it in your refrigerator. You would not have that smell of onion. You know how sometimes you have an onion and you use half of it and then you put it back in your refrigerator. Some people don't cover theirs up. Listen, this is a trick that I learned from somewhere and it works. This is one of the tricks I've learned that it really does work. I'm trying to clean the kitchen. I'm trying to straighten up a little bit from when I was cooking everything. Make some dishwater so that I don't know about y'all, but we gotta always add some bleach to the dishwater. And here, anyways, I add bleach to my dishwater. I don't know about some of y'all, but I add bleach and put some dish detergent, baby. That's the way to go, especially when you cook it. Because if you clean up as you go, it won't be so messy. Some people they be like, I don't be want to cook because it be too much mess, and some people don't like to clean up behind themselves. I know a few people that don't want to cook, but don't want to clean up behind themselves. My husband, he don't mind cooking, and my husband can cook good, y'all, but he will not clean up behind himself. So I don't be having him in my kitchen. I don't be wanting him in the kitchen, y'all, because that be extra work for me. And I love the way my husband seasons some meat. I'm gonna use this to wipe the counters down. I'm just making my bleach water, y'all. Just making my bleach water. Okay, you always gotta have your bleach water ready when you get ready. When you cooking, less mess, less dishes. Clean up as you go. Clean up as you go, people. I'm telling you, clean up as you go. Because that way, you have less stuff. Now, I'm ready to make my cornbread, but I needed to wipe this counter down first. And I got to go wipe the counter over there when I had where I cooked my greens at. I had cut the greens up over here. So I got the collard greens on, I got the greens on, and I got the chicken in the oven. Now I'm finna get ready to make my cornbread. I know some people make homemade cornbread, but that's not what we're doing today. We finna make some Jiffy cornbread, y'all. Some Jiffy cornbread. And baby, you can't never go wrong with Jiffy. Like I said, clean the kitchen as you go, and I gotta put my rice on. And I don't have to measure my rice because I always cook it. Let me wash my hands from dealing with that. Jiffy. That's what I'm about to do and put my rice on. Hold on, y'all. Let me get the pot from the Jiffy. I need my pot, my 2 pots for my cornbread and my rice. So I'm finna pour my rice in a pot, then I'm gonna put the cornbread. And I don't even know how I learned how to just measure the rice, y'all. And just like that, the rice on. Now, cornbread, I got to measure. Because I have to measure how much. This is my first time going live on YouTube, y'all. So y'all have to bear with me. I've been live on TikTok before, but never on YouTube. And this is a whole different audience versus the audience on TikTok. So bear with me, okay, y'all? Half a cup. Now this I have to measure because I got it in the big box. It's not in just the regular box. 1.5 cups. Which is that? It asks for 1.5 cups. That's how much it asks for. So we got that. And 1 egg and 1/3 cup of milk. It calls for some of this 1/3. 1/3, y'all. 1/3 of milk. 1/3. And an egg. And I cook with brown eggs. Brown eggs. An egg. Mix it all together, y'all. And I always spray my pan. Where's my? Got it all in here. And to make it even, I shake it up. Cornbread. Cornbread. We're going to put that in here. And like I said, we clean the kitchen up behind ourselves. When you clean up behind yourself, it be less dishes. Now I'm going to wash these dishes because now we got that all squared away. Now we have to go back, clean our kitchen back up because, like we said, if you clean up that kitchen as you go, you won't have that many dishes. And some people don't understand that. Like I told y'all, my husband don't like to clean up behind himself, y'all. He like to cook, but he don't like to clean up behind himself. And put the excess chicken in the bag. And then we finna wash these dishes that we use to make the cornbread. So that way, be one less dish that we use, y'all. We get in here, we wash these dishes. So when it's time to eat, all you doing is feeding your family and cleaning up the little bit of dishes that you have because you already went back and cleaned up the dishes that you made a mess with. And it just like that. We're gonna get this kitchen back in order so that it don't be a mess. Just like that. Clean the kitchen. If you clean the kitchen when you are cooking, as you go, I'm telling you, I'm guaranteeing you that you'll make it much easier on yourself. Put these dishes that's in there, put these away. This is my first time on here, y'all, so this ain't gonna be my last time. I just want to bring y'all along today on this ride that I just took. And I will say it is different from TikTok, y'all. This is different. I got to say that. But the girl got on here and conquered it. That's what I'm telling y'all. You got to face your fears sometimes. Because I was like, nobody ain't going to get on here and watch me. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But it make it much easier after the first time. So this gonna go down in history because it's my first time going live on here. I let y'all see me cook my food. I made the greens. I cut the greens up. I cut the seasoning up. I put the chicken on. I put the rice on, and I put the cornbread on. So we gonna eat good. And I'm telling you, it is so easy to get in there and cook. But cooking is a lot of mess because you got to bring out the seasonings, bring out pots, bring out this, bring out that. Sometimes you got to measure stuff. But what you're gonna have to do, clean up as you go. It makes it easier when it's time to eat. So that's what I want you to do. I want if you don't take nothing from this video, I want you to say, okay, I know when I get in this kitchen, I'm gonna make a mess, but if I clean up as I go, I will make it much easier on myself. And that's what you be trying to do. Because cooking is work. I like cooking, I like taking care of my family, but when it comes to the cleaning up the after part, you be like, dang, especially when the food good, you sit down and you get full, you be like, I ain't nobody got time to be cooking. What is Pretty Brown talking about? I'm telling you, it is much easier to cook a lot of food and eat it and not. It's hard to cook and clean as you go, but in the end, it's worth you cleaning up and cooking and cleaning up at the same time. That's what I've been trying to explain to my husband, but he did not get it. He talking about put the stuff in the refrigerator, let it soak, and need to soak for a few hours. No, no. I said, and I asked him, I said, so what about if you want to use that pot the next day? Because I'm one of them type of people, I cook every day. And this ain't gonna be the last time y'all see Pretty Brown. I'm gonna be on here again and again and again. So y'all might as well put them notifications on, cause Pretty Brown is coming back again to go live. And it like I said, I'm just getting a feel of this. So it's new to me, y'all. It's new to me. Some of y'all be on YouTube all the time, and it just come across y'all page. Give your girl a thumbs up. Give your girl a like. Let's keep this going because I ain't going nowhere. I'm coming back again to do another live. And with that, I hope I have more engagers, but I hope you took something that I did in this live, something that I said in this live. But like I said, like my topic today was, are you getting what you need from your partner? People are in relationships and they're not getting what they need from their partner because they assume that their partner reads minds. Know that your partner do not read minds. You got to be transparent, open your mouth, and tell him what you want. And that it goes for men too. Men, if you in a situation, you're in a relationship, you married, you got your baby daddy, your girlfriend, however it may go. I mean, you got your girlfriend, your wife, your boyfriend, your husband, however it is. And as a man, you not getting what you want from your situation. Maybe you need to sit her down and talk to her and tell her, baby, I don't like this. This ain't working for me. I need a little bit more or a little less. And as a woman, do not go in a situation thinking that every man knows what you want. You got to tell him how to touch you, how to love you, how to speak to you, how to cover you, how to pray for you. You need to tell him, like, listen, I know I come from a different cloth, but I'm gonna need you to be able to pray for me and cover me. I'm gonna need for you to communicate with me. I'm gonna need for you to tell me that things ain't right. So this ain't my first time. This ain't my last. But thank y'all for joining me. And I hope you understand what I said. Clean up, cook, fix the food, enjoy.